real poverty. Just like this, man. We gonna keep doing it to these niggas just like this, B. Swear. For real. Hey, so I get them. And I made this hack ready. Built this shit from the ground up. I can show you the schematics. You would think it just came home where I welcome all the static. Post-traumatic symptoms got me pacing. We was too expensive.
What's up with you on Monday night?
Yo, that shit coming, man.
Yeah.
See, I listen to all them niggas. Like, I listen to my men for real.
I
Like
fuck with Monday night.
Monday night, Fly Anakin,
I fuck with Monday
Pink
night
Seafood. Like
crazy.
I listen to all them niggas, bro. You know. But me and Monday Night got an album coming. You know what I'm saying? We probably like 6 joints in. I just talked to him yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So we
You're
actually
from VA, right?
Yeah, Richmond. We about to shout out Holly, man. We about to go. We about to go. Probably go out there pretty soon. We was just talking about putting a little event. They got a store out there now. Him and his brother. That shit's sweet. So we might put something together.
So I'm kind of curious. So normally, skip the shots in. Shout out to my good man Dre. He came through.
My boy Chinch there in the back.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got me drinking dark and light today. Crazy.
Nah, it was me though.
Oh, where? Say that. Say that.
All tequila.
Hold on, you gotta refresh after you take it.
Boy, a lot of deep breaths just happened.
Hang off a little bit. Chinny was like, hold on, where my light at? Was you trying to match that?
Damn, son.
We normally don't hop right into the music, but you know I'm trying to get a feel for the person and know who you are. But for some reason, it just felt right. So
Also, before you start, Charles, appreciate you for pulling up, brother.
Peace, bro. You already know, man.
You definitely said you would pull up in February, and then when I seen you again the other night,
You know what I'm saying?
was like, oh yeah, bro, it's easy, just hit me.
I was telling bro, like the pool hall,
yeah.
Thirsty Crow.
Yeah, he was
I'm like,
that's
yo,
my spot, man.
I'm always in this joint, and it's not turned like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here, I see Mitch. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. That shit was fire.
He was in that zone. We didn't even see him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
He came late, super late. You know what I'm saying?
We came super late too, though.
Oh yeah.
Nah, he came like an hour and a half after I played you though.
Oh yeah.
I feel like-
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Not
crazy.
Yeah.
I was on that-
Oh no.
That joint was there till like 3, and we left at like almost 2.
Yeah.
I was on that pool table all night, and that shit was
We left a little
amazing.
bit
I had a
right
good
before
night.
two.
Yeah, we left like right before 2.
But
So-
yeah, bro, you know, I'm a man of my word always, bro. You know what I'm saying? If
Nah,
it's not the
good man
right
for
time, and it will be. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So
I like
I'm glad we
that.
set it up.
You said you and Chinny was talking about the universe aligning it earlier, so.
No
Good
question.
vibes for sure. My thing was that like we just hop right into it, but normally we like yo, where you from? Who you? So you're a DMV cat for sure. So where?
Don't call no hoop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna get into
Obvious,
a little bit of the hoop, but
Young and about 6'7".
where would you where would you stamp like home is?
Yo, so I was born in DC Women's Hospital. You know what I'm saying? Burned down now. You feel me? But born in DC, then I moved to Virginia. Middle school, high school, left Virginia, end of high school, back to DC, uptown, and then been there ever since.
And in between that, the summers in Houston.
Yeah, and Houston.
You talked a little bit about traveling, and you've been a bunch of places. What's a place that we like to do a little traveling on this pod?
Mm-hmm.
What's a place that you went to?
Way more than me. I hate traveling.
Why, bro?
Thank you. So you guys talk
What do you-
this out for a second.
Why would you say something like that?
It's not that I hate traveling. It's the process of traveling.
Oh, okay.
Like the airport, flying, all that shit. Once I get to the destination,
Understood.
I'm good. But it's just like all the extra shit to get there. It's just like, bro, I hate this whole entire process.
Are you a naturally anxious person?
Yes. And it's just like I also can't smoke when I want while I'm traveling. So it's just like,
Man, I feel you 100%, bro.
yeah. And I'm not a pill nigga. Like niggas be like,
Yeah.
take a Xanny or like all that. I'm like, bro, I'm not taking no fucking pills, bro.
I started doing
I
that,
got
bro.
kidneys and shit. Like I need them to be
I
here
got
for me.
kidneys
I
and
started
shit.
to have like little panic attacks and shit, like trying to do that shit, bro. So definitely don't do that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's
I learned I can do certain edibles though.
I would say stay busy though, bro. Like do something on a plane. Like
I be watching shit. I be downloading certain shit, certain podcasts. watching our podcast, taking notes on shit about myself personally. You know what I'm
Read,
saying?
get you
I
some
read the
good books.
Quran, honestly. Like, that's the only book I really be reading. I'm not gonna hold
Say that.
nobody.
Everybody don't need any other one.
Yeah. So yeah, I read the Quran a lot when I'm traveling.
Peace.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
but at least now that helped me when we was going to New Orleans.
Well, like the man said, get on your travel bags. So as he,
For real, man. Like, don't let that shit.
No. Passport in the works. Like we traveling more.
Where y'all going first?
personally,
Out
only
the country,
place.
in the country.
Out the country. Fuck in the country.
Okay, out the country, Charles.
Well,
been trying to get us to go to, Mexico.
I'm trying to get niggas to go to Mexico because I had a really great time at Playa del Carmen.
What's his name? Carlos? Jose? Not that ass. What's his name?
Oliver.
Oliver.
My guy Oliver. He told me to come back.
That's totally different from Jose.
No, it isn't.
Right. So he told me come
You're
through.
very racist.
Very. He told me come through, so I'm definitely gonna be back in Mexico at some point.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's
trying to go to South America. I've been to Costa Rica.
Okay.
I would love to go to Brazil.
In the Belize?
Yes, I've been to Belize.
Belize, nice.
And Belize is really nice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'll go back to Belize.
I'm trying to go
for
to
sure.
Bahia for sure.
But I want to
You
go.
said where?
Bahia, that's in Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
trying to go
That's
to
where
like
all the,
a few more
Africans
South.
are.
I'm trying to go to a few more South American
Because
countries.
you know Brazil got the most black people outside of Africa.
Yeah, in the
did not
Western
know that.
Hemisphere.
Yeah.
In the
I
Western
mean, that makes
Hemisphere.
sense.
Yeah.
Also,
And Bahia
Wasn't
is
it- wasn't it
Bahia is
connected?
where they originated, and then they spread out.
Got you.
I went to Greece and Italy this summer. It was nice. Like I really enjoyed Greece. I was in Santorini and Mykonos, and
That's
they
nice.
were yeah, they were both really really nice. Little beach clubs out in Mykonos are really really fire.
I had a song called Mean Girls, and I met Lindsay Lohan in Mykonos in Greece. And
Didn't she
So-
have a club out there?
Yeah, she has a club out there.
Yeah, her boy, I guess it was a boyfriend or something.
Maybe
got
her husband
there.
now. She's married. I don't
I
know.
don't know, but she was there.
Yeah,
Bro,
there's a
that
beach
shit was
club, yeah.
awesome. It was like right up to like the shore rock. You know what I'm
Because she was
saying?
trying to get one to Israel that she felt sympathy for the Palestinians and then shut that shit down.
Shout out to her.
Bro, they ain't having that shit.
But yeah, so I went out there. I don't really know how much Europe I have for me, so I'm trying to do a lot of South America, and then
My sugar
South
mama
Africa,
told me,
bro.
My sugar mama,
Nah, for sure.
My
I
sugar
mean-
mama told me we need to go to Germany.
I need to go to Africa, man. I ain't hear
no, I
Africa
gotta-
yet.
I'm trying to go to
now
Mauritania.
my folks are from Ghana, so it's not really a thing for like
I'm trying to
Africa.
go to
What
Mauritania.
you mean? It's not a thing.
It's just like it's a
Trying to
thing,
go to
you know. It's
South
just it's part of
Africa.
the
One of my
thing.
you gotta go home, gang.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
Uber driver told me we need to go to South Africa. I'm trying to. I would like to move to Mauritania, like that. I want to die in Mauritania type shit.
Okay.
No, I'm
That's nice. That's a nice
I
goal
actually
right
might
there.
pull up in Ghana in December, depending on how things pull up, depending on just how everything goes. There's a lot going on in the world right now, especially in my world.
I get
But, you
it.
know,
I get it.
Once we finish up strong, but you personally, of all the places you've been, because you're a well-traveled man.
Mm-hmm.
We've already heard Japan. We've already heard Greece. What's the place you've been to that you've probably would you say you've enjoyed the most?
Enjoyed the most. Probably.
Have you been to Africa?
Nah, I've never been.
Okay.
Never been. I'm about to go though. My boy is like royalty in Morocco. We're gonna have some fun.
Shout out to Morocco.
Shout out to Morocco. I gotta go to Egypt too. I'm planning. I'm planning to put this project together, and I want to do all my content in Egypt. So probably it's like a few projects down the line. I already got projects lined up, but it's in the works. You know what I'm saying? So Africa is really big for me. I want to be able to fully explore Africa, you know, in its entirety. You know, eventually throughout my life. So, but I would say. I really love London though. Like I really love London. Like I have
When's the last time you went to London?
Carnival 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, the Carnival Festival, and it was incredible, man. I made some incredible music there. I met so many women I've never seen before in my fucking life, all in one place, every 2 seconds, bro. It was fucking crazy.
Trying to go to London, John?
Yeah,
I've been in London before.
Right,
Once when I was a wee lad.
No, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta run that back. I got family who lives in London.
We blow
I'm actually
them.
supposed to
We
be.
blow them now.
Hopefully, I'll be doing
Backs.
some work out there. Some work out there. So
bro, do it.
yeah, you know, I'm trying to make it happen. So
Gang, London is for us. I'm telling you, you can go out there and really go crazy. They treat that shit like you in New York, nigga.
yeah, no. I've definitely heard great stories about London as well. Like I said, I haven't been there as an adult, but I've been to London before. So all right, I'll
That's
definitely.
the only like really European place I think I will get my time.
Yeah. I feel that though.
Yeah,
Nah, I got other places.
You gotta go other places.
I got
though.
other places.
Like, I've been to
I go
Italy
to
too.
Southern- I go to
I've
Southern
been to Italy
Spain.
twice. I've been to Rome. I was in Sorrento
Come on,
this
bro.
past time.
Come on.
And I enjoyed it. Like Sorrento, and I went to Capri for a day. It was amazing. It was probably some of,
Milan, crazy.
I was in the Milan airport, but it was cool. Like Capri was some of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. Just like off of
think I was there.
off of the water. The shit is just because you see the Amalfi Coast on the other side, so it's just like you like and then you got to get a boat from Sorrento to Capri.
It's like a ferry or something.
No, it's just like
just a little boat.
just like
Fly.
like a 12-person
That's alright.
Why?
on a boat.
Why? It's very organic.
Yeah, just like hop on the boat.
That's how we did in the 17s.
You
I
know?
would say
So-
Italy is a beautiful country.
No,
bro.
I wasn't. See, my thing about your jokes. My thing about like Rome, it was more of like a city. So it felt like more like New York, where it was like a lot of sculptures, a lot of look at shit.
Yeah.
While Sorrento was like, oh, shit is beautiful. Like everything's off the water. Like I got the shit on my. I'm like, I be looking at the pictures sometimes. Like, damn, this shit was fire.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like all the water is clear as fuck. Like you can see everything. So.
Countryside's beautiful. Like
I'm trying to go to the south of France. I went to Paris. Paris was cool.
now you talking.
No,
Now
Paris
you-
was cool.
South of France.
And I enjoyed Paris. But it was kind of
I
bad.
said that. I was like, I go to Southern Spain.
But I'll go to south of France. Like
I
the
go
only
to
other
Southern
places I got in Europe, I'm not gonna lie,
One thing I know about Southern
It's
places,
south of
where the black
France.
people at.
and Spain.
Yeah.
Those are the two places that I'm gonna try to get into in the near future.
Okay,
Everything
bro.
else is gonna be South America and
Southern Spain got
Africa.
a mosque I'm trying to go to. It's on the mosque tour I'm trying to fade, so I gotta do that.
That you talk about one. You said you wanted to die in South Africa.
No, Mauritania. That's
Mauritania.
on it's northwest.
Where he my man
Right there,
said
but, it's below Morocco and right above like the Ivory Coast, Ghana, and all that right there.
okay, got you. My man said he talking about South of France. He said he wants to die in the South of France. Like it's just so beautiful, bro.
It's a beautiful vibe, man. I ain't mad at that. But we
Mauritania got beautiful beaches. It's like they got the desert. Like it's just like it's upon the law. It's just like the oases. Like it's just vicious, bro. Like it's just a beautiful
just
place.
know we did
Fuck
all
yeah.
that. We supposed to ask him about growing up, and he did a quick joint and then just went to
Yeah, let's
all the
travel, bro.
all
Let's
the
asking us about us.
But let's
Sorry,
get back.
bro.
Let's give quickly.
Sorry, bro.
Let's just get back
No,
to
it's all good.
to
That's
the-
how you know it's a good interview.
Yeah, you
We
know,
curious
it's
nigga,
it's
man.
good vibes. Let's just get back to growing up real quick. So,
Yeah, you can come back anytime and just shoot the shit if you
Say
want
that,
to.
bro.
open door policy for good,
Fine.
good vibes.
Maybe trying to promote.
Whatever. Smoke some good ones, play some shit, man.
Yeah, always. But growing up in VA, what was it like? The contrast from being from DC, your family, your folks, growing up in VA, and then coming back. Because I always find that the interesting part of people's lives. When you grow up someplace, because people don't really move that far from where they grow up.
Yeah.
So
bro.
to grow up somewhere and then to move, like, people act like, wow, it's maybe just across the bridge or whatever. It is a different culture. It's a different group of people. It's a different way of living.
Yeah.
What's that kind of back and forth like?
To be frank, bro, I really did not like Washington D.C. You know what I'm saying? Like I really had never had any memories of Washington D.C. You know what I'm saying? Because I moved so young, and I wasn't a city nigga, bro. Like I did not like crossing the bridge, bro. Like I was just cool with being in VA. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing. It didn't get to like maybe us starting to play in the inner city like when I was in high school and stuff where I was like kind of just being slowly introduced to DC again as a teen, as an older teen. So when I moved back at like, shit was like 19, I was like, it's like a dog getting let out of his cage, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was so interested at that point. And, you know, me and my man had a ball, man. We had a real ball.
That's a really interesting perspective. Not many people are like, yo, I don't really like a major city, regardless of where they at. Like, most people, south, west, north, everyone's like Midwest. They're like, yo, I want to kind of be, if I live in like Northern Virginia, the suburbs, I want to kind of be. You were the opposite. Do you think there was a reason for that?
For sure. I grew up within a lot of chaos, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And a big thing for me when I was young was just finding like a safe place for me to just be. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I was always around people or energies that just were not meant to be there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the city, a lot of those people came from the city. You know what I'm saying? And it just put a bad taste in my mouth. You feel me? I didn't really. It just wasn't something I wanted to be a part of. I was a very free individual when I was young, so I was very spiritual and kind of just outside of anything street or drug related. Like I didn't know about none of that till I really moved back. Like maybe 17, 18 is when I really got introduced to everything. And then 19, you know, I moved to the city and did my thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. So you brought up hoop dreams.
Totally backwards.
Right?
Yeah.
People try to jump off the porch at like
Literally.
12.
Like
Literally, bro.
To it was just like, all right, I know what I'm fucking with and what I'm not fucking with.
For real.
A better scope of life for sure.
For
To
real.
be 18, 19, 17 making these decisions than 12, 13, 14.
Nah, for real. And a little bit of that too was like trying to almost prove a point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I didn't have to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Anything I did, I never had to do. You know what I'm saying? I did it, I think, partially as an acceptance thing. I wanted to be like a part of something, you know what I'm saying, other than what everybody else wanted to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? My men was doing what they was doing, like, and those was my blood. I would die for them. So like I was willing to do whatever we was on. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a lot of us though. You know what I'm saying? Being young and black, like we
Impressionable.
Yeah, bro. Like we look for acceptance in our peers. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Damn, that was deep because I had something else and then he just like, yo.
Hustle then.
So this
you know,
movie's gonna die to ways, brother.
I'm sorry if we going to
No. This is what we like.
I fucks with the vibes for sure. Rappers sometimes don't be trying to give it up, so
He's
I
an
appreciate
artist.
it.
Well, I came out this motherfucker like we gonna have a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I fucks with it. I fucks with it. No, but now that you got me thinking, when that happens, when you're like, yo, I've kind of decided, like, all right, I'm going to maybe now ingratiate myself. Are you scared? Are you nervous? Like, what is the... Because I would think, like, at 19, you still don't really know who you are fully. I think we all think we have an idea, but there's still a lot more to learn.
Now, see, the thing is, bro, like, when I say, like, I really had seen a lot very young, bro, so, like, a lot of things just wasn't...
I said, them summers in Houston,
like, bro, that shit is nothing to me. Like, nigga, I've seen some crazy shit. Like, that, a lot of this shit is very
19.
minuscule,
His summers
bro.
in Houston were from freshman year.
That's what I'm saying.
Year.
Like, bro, 19 years old, it was
DC to 19.
this is the little shit we getting off or whatever we do. Like, bro, come on, like this is very light. You know what I'm saying? So it was easy. It was easy. That transition was very easy.
So you're saying, so basically what I'm hearing is that in retrospect, some of those hardships might have been good for just ultimate growth in the end.
That's why I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I would never change any of that.
So when I asked you earlier, you're like, no, I can't.
That's why I didn't say that. That's why I didn't say I would change anything about my life, because I would never. it's who I am. That's what I became. Look Damien off of my life. You know what I'm saying? Period. I am here today because of my life.
Your music sound is the way it sound off of your life.
Dang, come on. You know what I'm saying? I can't change that. Well, if I change that, I change what's going on right now. I may not be doing this interview. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I asked the analog question, because once you said the whole vinyl and the needle and all that, I was like, that makes a lot more sense. Because like this is what he's used to hearing. So as a producer,
100%.
I want to produce the classics that I grew up hearing. And I want
introduce them in ways that, you know what I'm saying, you may have never heard this song like this before.
Because we was listening to the Dipset reunion, Joe, and that song that you sampled for that, I believe Dipset actually sampled for one of their songs. But you went back and sampled the actual song,
yeah, for sure.
And they just flipped or looped a certain part.
Because I'm not. Once again, bro, I'm gonna do the research. So if I know,
because when P said that, I was like, "This is." He said the title of the song, and I was like, "Okay." But then I heard the actual song, and I was like, "Oh, that's a real Dipset song."
Yeah. But now we gonna flip it the way we know how. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's also really fun about just producing, being able to kind of remind people of certain samples, certain sounds. It almost makes the record better because everybody's like, oh shit, like they using this joint, you know what I'm saying, off the bat without even hearing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's fine.
Because like that's one thing I would like, how I stumbled upon you, Giving Tree.
Okay, word, my guys, I just did a pop up there.
Yeah, my man Anton, that's our good man.
Shout out
Fat Man.
Good brother.
Yeah, he been trying to get you on the pod for a minute. He was like, bro, y'all need to interview him.
I would say that.
Yeah, so like that's why I approached you in February, because like I just went to the spot that same day.
Okay.
Had the same conversation. Lo and behold, saw you there.
Where we at, man?
And so, but nah, but yeah, so I seen you then I was just like, I was listening to your sound, and I was like, hey son, this man is like sampling. But like, and like, I like samples.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, and it's just like, but I want to know like, okay, most people sample a song, that samples a song. And like the way you sample reminds me very much of Alchemist.
That's hard. We just having this conversation, bro.
Hey, no,
My man.
Nah, that is because like Rock Mossy tape that just dropped.
Shout out Pierre.
Yeah, shout out. Because like Rock Mossy tape just dropped.
Right. Very beautiful project.
And that's one of my favorite. That's, to me, that's rap album of the year.
Yeah, they spanked that shit. Well worth the wait.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I was just like, and then we went back and I listened to your jump like last night. I listened to it Thursday night, like the first 6 tracks, and then last night I went and listened to all of it, and I was like, this gives me a similar feel to the Rock Mossy jump, and I was just like, wow.
Man, bro, that's honorable, man. I just had my man just texted me today, bro, and he was like, cause we just did this song. We were in Jersey mixing Dash's album, and I had a chance to do a song, me and John, and sent it over to my man Pierre, and he's like, yo, cause I said in this line, like, yo, this shit sound like Alan or the Alchemist, but it's me, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And he like, bro, like, that line, like, first of all, it sounds better. He's like, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. It sounds better. I'm like, bro, that's some heavy shit for you to say. Like, you can't really just be throwing that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to. I say that to say that a lot. I'm getting more and more of that. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it so much, bro. Because I really work hard to be able to be in the rooms with them peers, with guys like that, and for them to be my peers.
Because it's not too many people that do the analog sound like that. It's like you, Alchemist, Derringer, basically anybody that produces for Griselda, and then it's you. You know what I'm saying? That do it as clean as you.
No question.
And then, to me, anyway, in my ear.
Yeah, it's a lot more, man. Zumo, motherfucking Grim Dozer. I'm trying to say all my guys. But it's a lot of them, bro. Like, it's Gray Matter. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys that's really going nuts in that world. You know what I'm saying? That you would appreciate for real.
I love it. I love it.
But what I would say is, Alchemist actually, I talked to Alchemist one time.
Wow.
John was with him, and he was on FaceTime, and he was like, bro, it's like, you got it. On my mother, bro. He literally told me to my face, Honey Sweeter Than Blood was a beautiful project, you know what I'm saying? And I have held them words, and it's powered me to continue to be who I need to be. So when we talk about the Alchemist, like, first of all, I would never disrespect the Alchemist and say that I'm better than him. He is the guy that even kind of got me here besides Madlib and Jay Dilla. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So peace to you, Alchemist. I love you. Thank you so much. And yeah, man, I appreciate those words, bro.
No, for sure.
Nah, he
bro.
definitely stamped it before y'all came in. He was like, it sounded like some Alchemist. I was like, I definitely see, I hear it.
Yeah.
Once he said Alchemist Griselda. I said, okay, I get I get exactly what you're talking
like,
about.
He asked me, he was like, all right, Mook, what type of sound is he on? And then our man Tunji was saying he asked the same thing. And he was like, because I was like, he producer / rapper too. And then we listened to Pierre Bourne. And he was like, he off his Pierre? And I was like, nah, he more like producer wise, like he's like Alchemist, and like if you want to talk about like sound and rapping wise, like he's off his Griselda.
Hey, niggas got the Pierre too, though. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I thought more so like Sunny Digital.
Yeah, we haven't, bro. Like it can go a lot of ways.
I feel that.
Even with Dash's album, like I produced,
Oh
man.
no, son, I fuck with it. Like the shit, how you blended Dash and John on the same tracks, somehow produced that.
Crazy.
You're an amazing man.
Thank you, bro. That's all chemistry. That's just all us being brothers. You know what I'm saying? And just making the shit that was necessary at the time. Like but this next shit, bro. Like it's a total different sound. You know what I'm saying? Like the snippets I've been dropping, very UK drillish. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
That and the baby, bro.
Yeah.
Those are the sounds
Because we listened to two tracks right before you walked in, and Chuck was like,
No,
okay.
the Dipset reunion is crazy.
Yeah,
That's a one that you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Uncle John has a very unique rapping style, and I think what I appreciated at least the most is that you brought the most out of that. I think a lot of times when people rap in a very unique way, or a way that doesn't really go 16s, or people producers get lazy.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that, especially when it's like two different sounds. Like it wasn't like him and Dash rap exactly the same.
Not at
So
all.
like when Mook said that blending, I really appreciate that, because it's like, yo, I took a sound. Like I thought that Uncle John was perfect for a lot of those. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I was like, yo, Dash. I was like, oh okay, and I was like, okay, I see why you did that like that. I was like, okay, I felt that, because I was like.
because a lot of that was just.
I was like, if you would have left him off you would have left him off, I was like, okay, this is him and Uncle John.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But then you put Dash, and it's like, oh, you do it for a different sound, you do it for a different flair, you do it for a different.
Contextually,
You do it just to. You do it to
message.
just to change.
All that.
You do it all just to subtly. And I think that's the nuance of a producer that I appreciate sometimes, that like in particular in music, that like producers get to like do something very subtle that makes it a whole different thing.
Because like even with John on Dipset, because like we keep coming back to this song, but like that John is really vicious. Bro.
No, because it's just like, yo, when someone is able to pack that many bars in a song,
because you can tell it's just like John kept rapping, and you was just like, all right, bro, like I'm gonna just let the actual song,
That's my
the
point.
actual sample
Listen.
just go now,
Yeah.
go behind his vocals, and
anytime you can
they
just
blend it
pack as many
beautifully.
Thank you, bro.
bars in a song, you just got the upper advantage as a rapper, because that's what we here to do. We here to listen.
Yeah, no
we here to
question.
listen to you put words together.
No question.
So when you're able to do that over like very melodic, very soulful beats, it changes the game. Like you get the upper hand.
I think that was one of our first records that was.
Yeah, man,
We
so
was
your
kind of
drum
like, yeah,
package,
nah,
sir?
we kind of got something going on here.
Your drum package, sir.
You know what's the crazy part? I feel like my drums is not what he's supposed to be, and that's the crazy part. Like I feel it, You know what I'm saying? And I love that. But sometimes I be hearing shit.
Your drums and your keys.
Like, bro, come on, like, it could be sharper. But that's just the
Your drums and your
perfectionist.
keys, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Doing stuff.
Thank you.
All right, man. As he is a modest fellow and he's downplaying the drums and the keys, which are immaculate as far as we're concerned.
Thank you, bro.
It's the part where we normally just have you tell the people something. You let them know something about yourself. You've been on the High Codes podcast now. You felt the vibes. You've seen what we got going on. Just let the people know something about yourself.
Hey, man. It's the good lookster. You know what I'm saying? Look Damien, the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And in spirit, man. Hell Vacancy Records, of course, you know what's going on. Go get that merch. Hellvacancy.com.
I was meant to act. That was the one.
Hellvacancy.com. You know what I'm saying?
So that's you. That's you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's my BBC. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? That's we taking it. We taking it there with it. You know what I'm
Inshallah.
saying? So Hell Vacancy, Outhouse. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guys, Stevie, Dash. You know what I'm saying? Shop Records. You know, all my brothers, man. It's a family affair at all times. High Codes, you know what's going on.
I love it. I love it. Also, Ankhle John, I apologize.
It's all good. He gonna give you some shit. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I apologize.
He like, bro, how you gonna have it? I'm like, bro,
I
I corrected the nigga,
Come
bro.
on the pod, brother.
I
Come on the
apologize.
pod.
I really like your rapping, though.
John will love this.
I really like your rapping, so that has to come for something.
I wish he was with me.
I was-
Yeah, right.
You might have grabbed the mic.
Pull up,
It
John.
really has to come for something. I really like your rapping. I swear I do. It's bars.
Let's take some shots for the road. That's what you want,
Yeah.
Chitlin? If you got enough for everyone.